There are games that define entire generations, and then there's GoldenEye 007. Released in 1997 for the Nintendo 64, this game proved that a first-person shooter could thrive on consoles, changing the genre forever. Based on the 1995 James Bond film, GoldenEye wasn't just a typical movie tie-in, it was an unexpected masterpiece that captured the thrill of espionage, the chaos of local multiplayer, and the power of creative game development. In this video, we'll explore how GoldenEye came to life, its groundbreaking gameplay, iconic levels and weapons, hidden secrets, and its lasting legacy in the gaming world.
Name's Bond. James Bond.
So dust off your N64 controller, grab your PP7, and let's dive in. The origins of GoldenEye are almost as surprising as the game's success. Development began in 1995, shortly after the film's release. Led by Martin Hollis, the team mostly composed of first-time developers, and they were given incredible creative freedom. Initially envisioned as a side-scrolling shooter for the SNES, the project evolved into a full 3D first-person experience for the N64, a genre that hadn't been tested on the platform. Inspired by Virtua Cop, the team aimed to create a more immersive cinematic shooter. The decision to include stealth mechanics, branching objectives, and realistic environments transformed the title from a simple run-and-gun affair to something far deeper. Amazingly, much of the multiplayer mode was a last-minute addition, introduced only a few months before the game went gold, and it was done by a single programmer, Steve Ellis.
I'm Steve.
When GoldenEye launched in August 1997, it was expected to be a decent Bond-themed shooter, nothing more. But it quickly exploded in popularity, selling over 8 million copies worldwide and becoming the third best-selling N64 game of all time.
Do you know how to use one of these?
GoldenEye. Load a rumble pack and see how it feels when 007 meets N64.
When GoldenEye launched in August 1997, it was expected to be a decent Bond-themed shooter, nothing more. But it quickly exploded in popularity, selling over 8 million copies worldwide and becoming the third best-selling N64 game of all time. The marketing campaign for GoldenEye was relatively modest compared to today's blockbuster titles. The movie had already come and gone 2 years earlier, so expectations were low, but word of mouth worked wonders. Gamers began spreading the news about its innovative single-player missions and addictive multiplayer. Magazine reviews were glowing and rental numbers soared. Eventually, GoldenEye became a must-have title, especially when people learned about its 4-player split-screen mode. Nintendo capitalised on the game's success post-launch, with magazine ads, E3 demos and multiplayer showcases. But by then, GoldenEye didn't need much help at all. It had become a phenomenon all on its own. GoldenEye wasn't just impressive, it was revolutionary. At a time when console shooters were rare and clunky, it offered fluid controls, smart AI and varied gameplay. Each mission had 3 different levels: Agent, Secret Agent and 00 Agent. But they didn't just alter health or damage, they added entirely new objectives. A casual player might need to infiltrate a base, while a veteran would have to destroy security systems, avoid detection and retrieve sensitive intel. Stealth became a key part of gameplay. Players could use silenced pistols, timed mines and security cameras to outsmart enemies. The AI was groundbreaking, reacting to gunfire, alerting others and taking cover. And then there was the multiplayer. 4 players, dozens of characters, classic Bond weapons, and the ability to set custom rules like slappers only or proximity mines. It practically invented the sleepover shooter genre. Before we dive into secrets and trivia, let's take a look at some of the incredible content that made GoldenEye such a powerhouse. This wasn't just a movie tie-in, it was an expansive, thoughtfully crafted experience that redefined what console shooters could be. The game featured 20 missions, including 2 bonus levels, spread across locations like snowy bunkers, Cuban jungles, satellite facilities, and even a speeding armoured train. With over 25 weapons, GoldenEye gave players plenty of tools to complete their missions. From the classic PP7 and silenced pistols to machine guns, sniper rifles, throwing knives, remote mines, and even a laser-equipped watch. Multiplayer was its own game within the game. Players could choose from 32 characters, including classic Bond villains, and even unlock fan favourites like Jaws and Oddjob. With modes like You Only Live Twice, License to Kill and The Living Daylights, along with gadgets, body armour and level specific quirks, every multiplayer session was a fresh challenge. Now that we've covered the core mechanics, let's dive into some fun facts and behind the scenes stories that made GoldenEye so legendary. Sometimes it's the little things, the quirks, the exploits, the design choices, that elevate a great game to iconic status. One of the most memorable features was the cheat system. Unlike many games that use button codes, GoldenEye required players to earn their cheats by completing missions under strict time limits. Completing Facility in under 2 minutes and 5 seconds on Secret Agent unlocked God Mode. It was brilliant and brutally difficult at times. Now of course we need to speak about Oddjob. His shorter model made him harder to hit, making him a favourite amongst players and a source of constant debate, as many players banned him from multiplayer matches. And who could forget the Club? One of the most notoriously bad weapons in gaming. The Club was weak, inaccurate and loud. Ironically, it was named after one of the lead developers, Ken Lobb. Multiplayer itself was never part of the original plan. It was added late by Steve Ellis, who developed the entire mode in just a few weeks. It quickly became one of the most beloved aspects of the game. GoldenEye wasn't just about action, it was about espionage. Each level was carefully crafted to feel like its own Bond film, with shifting objectives based on the difficulty setting. Let's take a look at each mission and how it fits into the overall Bond storyline. In Dam, you infiltrate a Soviet dam, sabotage operations, and end up with an iconic bungee jump. Facility is a tense stealth mission in a chemical lab. The timed objectives and Dr. Doak's introduction make this one iconic. In Runway, you have to escape under fire, steal a plane and take off before reinforcements arrive. Surface is a snowy outpost filled with hidden objectives and security cameras, creating a haunting atmosphere. In Bunker, tight corridors and increased security mark a turning point in the campaign's espionage tone. In Silo, Bond must plant explosives before the time runs out. In Frigate, you need to rescue hostages aboard a ship. Precision is key here. In Surface 2, Bond returns to the same environment, now darker and more dangerous. In Bunker 2, it's even more intense than before, with tougher enemies and more complex objectives. In Statue, you have a tense nighttime mission filled with double agents and double crossing. Archives takes you on a shootout inside a government building. Speed and precision are essential. In Streets, you drive a tank through war-torn streets to save Natalia. In Depot, you have to destroy hidden arm caches and escape undetected. Train is a high-speed shootout leading to a timed escape. In Jungle, Bond and Natalia face ambushes from Xenia on a top. In Control, you have to escort Natalia through waves of enemies as she hacks into the GoldenEye system. Caverns is a maze-like mission with guards and final preparations. Cradle pits Bond up against Trevelyan in a dramatic finale on a suspended platform. Aztec is a brutal bonus level based on Moonraker and it's extremely challenging. Egyptian is the last stage and another bonus stage to test your skills with traps and obstacles. GoldenEye didn't just perform well, it redefined the entire genre. Before its release, first-person shooters were mostly PC exclusive. Rare's ambitious design brought the experience to consoles, setting a gold standard for shooters to come. It inspired Perfect Dark, Timesplitters, Halo and Call of Duty. It proved that split-screen multiplayer wasn't just a gimmick. GoldenEye also showed that licensed games could have heart and innovation. Developers would use it as a benchmark for years, showing how to turn a film into a meaningful video game. Even today, fans continue to clamour for a proper remake. Though rights issues have made that difficult, GoldenEye endures through fan mods, speedruns and even official ports like the 2023 remaster for Xbox and Switch. GoldenEye wasn't supposed to be this successful. It wasn't developed by a large team, wasn't released alongside the film and didn't follow any blueprint, but that's exactly what made it special. Lightning in a bottle. Whether you played it in 1997 or just discovered it today, GoldenEye remains a true testament to innovation and the power of video games to shape culture. Thank you for joining me on this journey through one of my most beloved games of all time. If you're a fan of GoldenEye, drop in the comments down below and let me know what your favourite memories are. And don't forget to hit that like button. See you next time.